And we are live. I'm just clicking the thumbs up on the stream to help us out.
Always so important. I got my notification.
Perfect.
It's already working.
Pulling up the Ukraine map. We're going to need that tonight. Okay, let's see here. Lamb Chop, welcome in. Hogged Out 82, welcome in. S7V7. Any new developments? We're going to go over all of that. Lone Ranger, are we there yet? Not yet. Just making sure I have all the things open, and we'll go over what's in the sky. Right now, we're listening to 11175 on the radio in front of me. We're also listening to 89902 in Europe on a remote SDR. Mama D, welcome in. Good to see you. Reality, hey, hey. Dave Blake, welcome in. Tim Harkness, Tim says, hit the like and subscribe button, everyone. Thank you so much for the reminder, Tim. And we are joined tonight by Fried Potatoes. How you doing tonight, Fried?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. It's Friday.
It is.
As my son would say, it's Fry-yay. I guess that's what they say at school.
Yes, I didn't think that it would get here, to be honest. Today alone, it felt like a whole week. But here we are.
Here we are.
There's been a lot happening.
There is a lot happening. And I've been struggling to keep up with most of it. I mean, I see it and I'm like, I process it. And I'm like, I'll save that for later. But my save for later list is ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
Chad Heckle, welcome in. Good evening. Jim Green, Gun Barrel, Texas. Hey, welcome in. S7V7 says watching live from Little Diomede Island. Hopefully I said that right. Mean Buck 9640. Hey y'all, hey yourself, welcome in. Kev, welcome in. Okay, well, while everyone's coming in, I just loaded up X when I was starting the stream. I don't know if we can see it here, but there was a MiG departing Ukraine for a combat mission. Kind of a cool thing to see. It's not the best video, but it's pretty cool to see something taken off like that.
Wow.
That's really cool.
That is impressive.
Speaking of Ukraine, as I said earlier, a couple hours ago, there was bombers leaving Russia, supposedly heading towards Ukraine. So we're keeping an eye out on that. And there was a whole bunch of drones heading towards Kyiv and some to the Sumy region, the Kharkiv region as well. So checking those out. I have cameras open from one of our friends over at OSINT Collective. I'll have that up in the background and I'll show that if something happens on screen.
So that blue in there. I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
been a while.
Oh, not blue anymore.
Okay. Did that mean that nothing was happening there?
Yeah,
Okay. Never mind. And just like that, it's gone.
just like that, it's gone.
It's been a while since I've seen any part of Ukraine. Just nothing.
Yeah, it it's pretty red tonight, except for this northwest region. But
Yeah.
Kyiv is very dark red. Kyiv's got an air raid alert going on. They have for the last 4 hours and 17 minutes. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on Ukraine tonight. Obviously, we're watching Venezuela, everything going on there. Um, I mean, it's 2025. Anything could happen anywhere right now. Um, I believe we just blew up another narcotics boat,
Mm,
if I read the article right.
yes,
Joe
today.
says drones incoming. Yes, sir. Kyiv's in for another hard night. I can't imagine what it would be like to live in Ukraine right now. That's for sure.
No,
Lone
it's
Ranger 1316. Putin has had enough. It sounds like that's what it feels like. Putin he's lost a lot of oil refineries, lots of oil tankers. Not tankers, but oil reserves, all that stuff. Lost a lot.
yeah, there
Kyiv
seem
did
to
have
be
some
some
blasted
pretty
business
firm
towers.
comments coming through.
What's that?
I said there seem to be some pretty firm comments coming through the last
From
few
Putin?
days from Putin and Russia in general.
Yeah. Quinn Johnson. So did the war start yet or no? The war, if you're talking about the one in Venezuela, that one has not started off yet. Longshoreman strike, welcome in. What's the escalation? Was there shots fired? Speaking of shots fired, what was the drone situation, Fried? What do you know about this?
You know, it's funny that you mentioned this because I was just thinking about this. So I was reading up on, I didn't get a chance this week to catch up on a lot of stuff, but I did catch up on this. Um, Zelensky was in Ireland and he was taking off in his airplane. And it just so happened, apparently, he left a little ahead of schedule. And four drones that were big and military like, is how they were described. It's still it's being looked into and investigated. These four drones showed up in the path of where the plane had previously been in that path. And they said, had it been not early ahead of schedule, it they would have met the airplane. Um, so it's definitely something that makes you really think. It was meant to intimidate. Um,
So the drones were following it all the way in?
it was almost like they were supposed to meet up at the X and Y axis, and when they got there, they had already been there and gone, and the drones were like, "Hey, you're not here." But they were um, basically they believe that they were intended to do harm to the plane.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
the more you know. It felt
So,
crazy.
yeah, I saw the report. I didn't really get to see much on it, but that's why when you're dealing with VIPs or when you're dealing with someone like big like Zelensky, the president, anything like that, you want to have some randomness in your plan. You don't want to be so on time,
Well, absolutely.
so perfect.
How often are political figures ahead of time or on time anyway?
Hmm.
So, you know, Keep them guessing, really. They really don't know if they were weaponized to begin with, but even to run into them would have caused harm.
I mean, you sec one of those into the engines by itself, let alone any kind of explosive on the drone or any ordnance. Yeah, that
Well,
would.
look what just a single bird does.
Right? Stephen Miller says the unfolding federal probe into the Somali welfare fraud in Minnesota may expose the largest taxpayer theft in U.S. history. Wow. Getting back to chat here. Reality said they were in the direction of his plane. IDD. Bellator says no war yet in Venezuela. Nothing is happening, but we are expecting it will be soon. Venezuelans need Maduro out. Thank you, Bellator.
Yeah, have we seen? So there was another boat today, right?
That's what I remember reading, but there's been so
Was it
many
today
boats
or
and so many
yesterday?
things going on. I don't want to misreport it, but I vaguely remember another one being blown up or reported that we blew one up today.
Good grief.
I'm sorry, that it was reported today. Let me go over some of my saved notes here. You know, I can't recall anything. I did see a few different interesting things today. This is just some of the stuff I noted on X. This was exclusive video that Fox was showing the moment a Coast Guard helicopter sniper stops a narco boat in the Eastern Pacific this time. This massive bus seized more than 7.5 million potentially lethal doses of the white stuff. Yeah, so this sniper right here, what is that, like a Barrett? Shooting what appears to be the motors on the back of the engine, disabling it, and then possible Coast Guard comes up here alongside and continues the bust, so they couldn't get away. How amazing is that? What a shot from a moving helicopter to a boat
Wow.
that's kind of yawing in the water. Wow.
It makes you realize that the ocean is so big.
So that was mainsail test count coming in real weak here in Wyoming, but I was picking that one up. Did you hear that one, Fried?
I did.
Perfect. We were picking that one up a little bit stronger over in Europe, not by much. Lamb chop 30, yes, 50 cal. Yeah, that looked like a heck of a shot. What else did I save for us today? I'm just scrolling through some of the things that I reposted or posted today. This was pretty big. The U.S. Army posted this today. Today, the U.S. Army launched Western Hemisphere Command, uniting three major commands to boost our speed, strength, and readiness for any challenge. This historic move means a stronger, faster army, ready to defend America and support our allies across the hemisphere. So we have a new hemisphere command instead of like just Northcom, CENTCOM, Southcom. Now we have Western Hemisphere Command, WHC. That's pretty cool.
That is.
I don't know what
I was
that's
just
going
going
to
through a
bring.
timeline of everything that's happened.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no,
No, that was it for that one.
I was just going through a ton of everything Venezuela. And it's kind of interesting because it was yesterday that the 22nd strike happened. So it was yesterday that that happened.
Okay. And then they reported on it today. That makes sense.
And I believe it
So
was
we've had
that a, when the ship was hit, according to some political figures calling it a ship.
okay. Here we have out the cockpit window. Actually, not even sure that's the cockpit. Out of the window of the B-52, these are two B-52s, one from the point of view of a B-52, looking at another B-52 over off the coast of Venezuela, looking at two F-35s. How freaking cool is that?
I
These
love
were
that.
probably some of the B-52s that we saw on flight radar, and then we lost them for a bit, and then they showed up right off the coast of Venezuela. This could have been some of them. I can't remember the call signs of the most recent ones, but wow, what a shot!
Yeah, I will never forget that day. That day was amazing because one of them took a turn right over my house.
Right?
Yeah, that was a good day.
I don't have the time reality of the photo, but they did confirm this one was off the coast of Venezuela. So that's happened a few times. But how cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back to my save stuff. Tonight we're just kind of chilling, listening to radio traffic, seeing what's in the sky. We're just hitting up the big news. Um, if you're
But
unaware, go ahead, Fred.
I was say, but just to be clear here, I just want everybody to rest assure the Pentagon pizza report, everything is normal and quiet in DC right now. You're welcome.
Okay.
Carry on
I've
about
been
your day.
thinking about that, Fred. Um, say it's been a long week, and say the pizza report is correct, which
Mhm.
I'm still not sure on. Um, the Pentagon eats a lot of pizza when stuff hits the fan. Do you think we switch to salads? Do you think we switch to like sub sandwiches, chopped cheese? I don't
Well,
know.
cheese makes everything better. I prefer chocolate. I mean, but
Right, but it can't be pizza every time stuff happens, right?
I
Maybe it can.
mean,
Maybe it can. I mean, pizza is the easiest way to feed a ton of people. And it's cleaner. You can't have like nacho night and then you have stuff all over the
carbs
keyboards.
carbs makes the world go round in during stressful times.
Carbs and cheese, yeah.
I mean, it keeps people going and moving, and it's an entire meal while you walk around.
But
Sandwiches
some
are
nights
just
we
messy. Could you imagine the war
yeah, so
plan and somebody spills mayo all over it?
but say we have a lot of stuff going on for 5 nights. And we've seen that on our pizza watch. Um hold on. Um we've seen that on Pizza Watch. And if you're ever looking for that, it's pizzaint.watch. There's no .com or anything like that. So we've seen multiple days back and forth where they've had stuff going on. It can't be pizza every night. I mean, we got to have like spaghetti night. I don't know.
Again, a carb.
Yeah. You got a carb
Anyway,
load.
I just wanted everybody to know that because that's important. So carry on
Pizzato
about our night.
pizzas.
We can sleep better tonight knowing that.
Pizzato Pizza's having a 150% spike.
They must have good pizza. They don't count.
They probably really do. I mean,
Probably sad.
some of these places around DC, everyone's getting off work, everyone's going to get pizza on a Friday night anyways, so that could be the reason for some of these spikes, possibly. All right, let's catch back up with chat, and then we'll look at what's in the sky currently. Spaghetti night will get sloppy. Miriam, Amanda, welcome in. Welcome in from Argentina. Had Tim asked Velma, is pizza healthy? What Velma say? Pizza can be healthy if topped with vegetables and lean proteins, but often contains high calorie, sodium, and saturated fats. So moderation is mindful. Ingredient choices are key. All right,
Like
Velma,
pineapple.
those are fighting words because pizza's got to be healthy, right? If you're new to the channel, you can actually talk with Velma. Just start off your conversation with the word Velma, and she will answer most things, unless she's being spicy. Brainstorm Morning, welcome in. Good to see you. Brainstorm, B1 is in South Dakota after looking closer. Yeah, so is this the same one that I spotted taken off from Grand Forks out of North Dakota a while ago? Or is this a different one cruising out of Ellsworth? Yeah, this is probably just cooking out of Ellsworth. This is a new one heading northwest. This is interesting because I'm over here in Wyoming. Way up northeast of me have been these two tankers running tracks, making spaghetti of their own up here. Northeast Wyoming, southeast Montana. Is this B1 going to link up with them and head south? I'm not sure. We're going to keep an eye on that. CF-19 Buzzkill. Another night of nothing coming. Possibly. This whole Venezuela thing is interesting. It's hard to say one way or the other. We're just going to watch it unfold. This B1 currently just went into Wyoming and is tracking west. We'll see where that's headed. Maybe it'll head way southwest and come see me. I wouldn't be able to see it. It's dark anyways. We do have one E6. Go ahead, Fried.
Well, I was just going to say it is rare to see a B1 moving north.
Yeah. Something I've noticed, again, if you're a strategic aircraft like the B1 is, you got to be kind of random. I always see, I shouldn't say always, most of the time I see B1s, B-52s, stuff like that, when they do take off with tracking on, they take off at a weird angle like this northwest one, go for a little while, and then they go another random direction, and then sometimes even after that, take another random direction. So, like, if somebody's on the ground and seeing them take off and head northwest, you have no idea where these guys are going to end up because they take so many squiggles, kind of like the E6. I thought an E6 was going to go over my house the other day. Nope, 30 minutes before, it just took a random turn. That made no sense to me. John Billy says, Movistar cell phone towers and car Caracas are said to be down. Oh, that'd be interesting. There was also reports last night of GPS jamming around Venezuela as well. Tim Harkness says it is healthy. Yeah, pizzas. It's got all the food groups right there, right?
I'm just checking to see if there's any more news.
Medic Rex says lasagna is low carb without the noodles. Love that. That sounds delicious. I love here at Warwatch Intel that in some way or another we talk about food. See this B1 right here? Let me make it bigger for everyone in the back. This B1 took off going northwest, is now going on a loop and heading east. Swiller's in chat. Welcome in, Swiller. Joseph, this is the biggest standoff in human history. Not since Teddy Roosevelt have we took such interest. Great comment. Thank you.
You know,
Go ahead.
Speaking of Swiller, just for a minute, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as Swiller says.
Hey, that was pretty good.
That is not good. That was terrible.
No,
but just
I'm not going to lie.
You know,
it wasn't Swiller good.
It wasn't. But
it was
Swiller
an effort.
is enjoying a night with family.
Mm-hmm.
Even and watching chat in the chat. But I'm trying my best.
It's better than me because I always forget to say that. But since you did say that, and we're waiting on this B1 here to do something, I did look, and it's strange. It's strange to me. I looked at our YouTube stats and analytics and all that fun stuff, which I usually stay out of. But it shows that, what was it? Pride, I think I told you. Something like 60% of the people that view Warwatch Intel are not subscribed.
Yes.
That's bananas to me. Because like all the channels that I go to and I spend a lot of time on, and it's not just people passing through, it's the people that come here like a lot aren't subscribed. I know all the channels that I like and I visit all the time. I make sure I'm subscribed to.
But you know why I subscribe to channels?
So you don't lose them.
Yes,
so
because I'm old now, and I don't forget who I liked when I was there, because otherwise I'll forget.
Yep, same. I do the same thing. I'm like, okay, so no matter if I'm on the T platform, which does that have a color? Can you color code that one? Like YouTube's the red platform, right?
The black music note.
Oh, okay. I like that. The music note platform. I do the same thing whenever I'm on YouTube over on the T platform, and I see a channel or a content creator that I really like. I follow them because I know I'm going to forget about them a few days later. And then I see them again. I'm like, oh my gosh, there they are. Anyways, back to the B1. Subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you. Most of the time, we're pretty nice. That B1 little loop-de-loop, I think this B1 is going to pair up with these two tankers. And I'm listening to 11175. They probably won't communicate on 11175. It'll probably be VHF, which I should turn on my VHF radio. And that'd be really interesting to hear them talk. That is if they link up. I say stuff like that, then it doesn't happen, but Medic Rex. Fried has a channel? Do tell. Fried, tell us about your channel.
Oh, so I started a channel and it is called Mind Shift. And if you go to War Watch YouTube, and what is it? It's not a collaborator. It's the Shift Network, like down. You'll see the link because it's like the Mindshift 28 is what the YouTube actually is.
What does it have on there?
It
I'm saying
has
this like I don't know. I fully know.
So it has positive messages because the world is too heavy. So I say nice things to try to help everybody who might just need some extra love today.
Yeah, sometimes I start my morning off over there and start the morning off or a heavy part of the day, or if I'm having a hard time after lunch focusing, there's some positive messages and energetic messages, and just the whole thing is just positive. So you're doing a good job over there, Fried.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm trying, you guys. I really am. Like, I'm trying to find my way. And I'm just going to be honest. Like, sometimes when I'm live with these guys, I'm always trying to, you know, not be my chatty self in my chat like I am. And I need to just bring it to the screen and be my silly self like I am in chat. So we'll get there.
All right. So if you're just tuning in, and good job, Fried. You're doing great over there.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for joining me tonight on the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So this B1 out of Ellsworth, South Dakota, we called it, is linking up with these two tankers, these two K-35Rs. And normally right now I would say, Swiller, what's a K-35R? And Swiller would be like, hey, bro, these are gas stations in the sky. They fill up other aircraft so they don't have to land and they can keep on trucking. Hogged Out says, you're doing great, Fried.
Oh, thanks.
Tonight's a pretty low-key night, by the way. We're just chilling. We're hanging out with all of you. Zesty says, namaste and deep scalp massages. Scalp
Ooh, I'll take
massages,
it.
hands down the best. Here in a second, we will cruise around and see what else is going on. We have an R135 and an E3 and two other tankers hanging out in the northwestern part of Utah. Two tankers possibly headed back to, no, maybe not. Two tankers, southern Colorado, kind of Oklahoma, Texas area. Another oiler over Oklahoma. What else do we have going on? We got a Sam Flight cooking east. We got an E6. Oh, man.
So let me ask this. And I know Swiller's not here, so I don't know. But why are there so many Sam flights all the time?
Sam Flights, from what I know, take VIPs, diplomats, dignitaries, and stuff like that to all of their important meetings, embassies, not just here in the United States, but around the world. All the important people.
So anytime you see Sam flight, it's somebody important.
I'm not sure every time. I would say so. Please let us know in chat. I'm probably wrong, but that's what I usually think in my head. I'm like, oh, there goes Senator whoever or representative person.
Because the reason I ask, can I get into the toolies here for a minute? We watched on the stream the other day the meeting in the Oval Office with Secretary Duffy, who mentioned how he flies by the bathroom
In the back.
in the back.
He's like, I always get put in the back. I
And
like
I
riding
was
in the back.
like, well, now wait a minute. If he's riding on commercial flights in the back by the bathroom, or is he talking about, because then I was confused in who's on SAM flights.
Okay. I'm not sure if he was trying to say or make it sound like he usually has to be put on like commercial flights. That's how it sounded. But he also said they do put me in this. It's not like he's not choosing his own seat. And if he's not, maybe he is on a SAM flight and they are putting him in the back, which is right next to the bathrooms. It's a great spot to be.
I'm thinking
If you're
like
not going to be on the wing and you're not in first class, the back is where it's at.
where are you? Oh my gosh. When he said that, and then I was thinking SAM flights, I was like, well, who are we flying around?
Tim
All
Harkness
these
says
senators.
yes. SAM flights, higher cabinet members, mostly military.
Oh, gee, having the money.
Kev says E6 is north of my house currently. Awesome.
Nice.
And HCTS 2009, welcome in. Good to see you. You're always welcome here, HCTS. Good to have you. I think most fly commercial, only the top dogs fly special. I can see that. And if you see a call sign Titan, sometimes an E4B C32, that would be Pete himself, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, flying around, who I believe was in a meeting. Was that in California today? Man, there's so much going on in California about. There's a meeting about the boats that keep on getting blown up.
Reminds me of the Johnny Cash song, I've Been Everywhere, Man.
Okay, interesting development here, folks. This B1 might be doing training, has linked up with these two tankers, and might be getting a little drink here in a second. I don't know if this is active or training as a civilian. Hard to tell, but this B1 is linking up with this K-35R, possibly to get a little refuel, get some gas. That's pretty interesting. I got to see an E4B on flight radar. What was it, yesterday? Get some gas from a tanker. Swiller's in here. Swiller said he flew to PT Magu.
Where's that? What is that?
I'm hearing. We're going to switch real quick. We're going to switch tracks. Our friends over at OSINT Collective on YouTube. If you haven't, subscribe to them. They have cameras, and I'm doing this with permission, by the way. Chewy's an awesome person over there, and the content creator of this channel, which I just messed up here. Can you guys hear that? There is currently air raid sirens going off in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Meanwhile, Swiller says nighttime refueling and nighttime carrier ops are the two hardest jobs in flying. Thank you, Swiller.
Ugh.
I would say That's probably up there with the 35-hour round trip B2 flights. Zesty Comp North Ukraine getting lots of alerts.
Mm-hmm.
Fried, can you hear this?
I can.
It's not too loud, but I want to make sure everyone can hear it.
It looks like there was 5 incoming. I'm trying to look.
Actually, this might be in the Donetsk region, Donetsk Oblast region of,
I
the
was
little
gonna
audio
say
icon here.
I
That's
didn't see. That's why I was like, maybe I'm
yeah. I was
seeing
totally
this
wrong.
wrong.
I was looking at the Kharkiv one, but this audio meter here is definitely showing me that this is coming from the Donetsk region. And if we pull up our map, let me refresh this just in case. This website must be getting hit right now because it's loading slower than I've ever seen it. Yeah, they are under an active alert, obviously.
And actually, if you pull up Dumbo 01 is in a holding pattern because Poland just issued a warning for potential on Western Ukraine. So it's over there monitoring the situation too.
Thank you. If I do this, tell me if it gets a little louder. I'm not sure if it is or not. That was Dumbo 01 in a holding
Yep.
pattern.
Yes.
Thank you. It is likely that a cruise missile launches have been carried out from the Strategic Aviation Tu-95s and Tu-160s are being reported. Those are the ones we saw or heard about, the reports of taking off from Russia hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they must be getting to their destination targets. Oh man, I don't see a way out for Ukraine.
It
Just to
makes
put
me
it out there.
sad.
Yeah. I know there's corruption going on. Or it's been reported and that's just a lot of people's gut feeling. But that still doesn't help the people in Ukraine. Like they are the defenders here against Russia. And I can't forget that. There's a lot of people definitely that under these threats day in and day out. Tonight's a much larger one than has been. Mr.
It says
Mission Control, welcome in.
the number of aircraft that carried out the launches remains to be confirmed even.
Remains to be unconfirmed?
Confirmed. Like they don't even
Confirmed.
know how big this will be yet.
The Pamela Swan, welcome in. Good evening. Thanks for joining the live. Miriam Amanda says we must not give Ukrainian territory to Russia. I have a feeling they won't stop there. They will massacre all of Europe just as they were doing in Ukraine. I think that's the worry. I think that is the worry. So we'll talk about this more in depth another night. However, cliff notes from talking to other people who are much more knowledgeable than myself. If you give up Ukraine, then they don't stop. If you fight them and keep Ukraine and NATO joins, it feels like all roads lead to larger like nuclear exchange, and that just sounds doomy. I know, but it sounds awful. Like no matter which way this ends.
Mm-hmm.
can't remember her name right now, but she's written a few books on nuclear warfare, and she talks about how awful this is in almost any given way. HCTS, what is the website? OSNT. Are you talking about the Pentagon Pizza one, or are you talking about warwatchintel.com? The pizza was PIZZINT.watch, if that's the one we were talking about. Oh, the OSINT. I'm sorry, the one we were on. This is YouTube. This is our friends over at OSINT Collective on YouTube. Again, we have permission to be sharing this from Chewy over there at OSINT Collective. Again, they're doing a great job. I highly advise that you subscribe and check them out. Annie Jacobson, yes, that's her. I had hopes of having her on. I did send, I believe it was her publicist, an email. Obviously, I haven't heard back, but I did invite her for a conversation. I know we're not that big of a channel yet, but wow, that would be dream come true. B-52, right behind this tanker. Man, these guys are cooking. Got one tanker to their 5 o'clock. The B-1 possibly getting gas. They're heading south currently. Let me see if I can zoom way in here. Instead of me scrolling around the map, let's try the follow feature. Yeah, that might be smart.
What?
Is it gonna work?
No. Oh, it does. I've never seen this before.
What's that?
The follow feature.
Yeah, right here. So if you click on the aircraft and you click follow.
Oh, that's what that means.
Have you ever used the 3D feature?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's pretty cool.
That's fun. My favorite, yeah, the one where you drive the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So, unknown, this B-1 and 2 tankers might be heading south towards Southcom and everything going on in Venezuela, or maybe they're just doing some training and then they are going to return to base after this. Not sure. But it's pretty cool to see nonetheless. I wonder if they'll stick to this pattern over here after the refuel. Probably aren't going to take many turns. We turn down. The alarm, the air raid siren in Donetsk has stopped, so we'll keep it up on screen just in case on the below Fried there. Fried, if you see anything else, let us know.
Well, that's what I was just looking for. Like, there's a few things that are interesting, but I really wouldn't say they're groundbreaking. I mean, outside of tankers and things like that. I'm waiting for an update on Ukraine, but I haven't seen either.
This E6 that was over, I believe, by Kev is currently doing a racetrack southeast of Cleveland. I thought that was going to head towards the coast. That was taking a kind of a weird, not a weird, E6s do weird things, but cooking west, cooking north, coming over here. I thought when it took off that it was going to go over the water, but I always bet wrong on the E6s. That's for sure. Mr.
So,
Mission Control, go ahead.
no, I was going to say always look at flight radar, never look at X, because I just realized that they're not the same.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought there was a story that, oh, this is up in blah, blah, blah. But when I looked on flight radar, it wasn't there.
Yeah, so sometimes ADSB
Fake news.
Exchange, Flight Radar, Skyglass, they show different things, that's for sure. You kind of have to check both. Mr. Mission Control, I use ADSB Exchange or Skyglass. Both are great. I use them as well.
Ooh, TNG used to guard the E6.
All of us old guys got called back to our home area of operations. That's awesome. Hey, Fried, you were just saying that. I used
I
to
don't know
guard the
how I knew that.
E6. That's super awesome. E6s are probably one of my favorite aircraft because they do all the transmitting and stuff with that up to 5 mile cable that can trail behind. Sometimes we hear EAMs on this channel from an E6. If we
You know,
hear any tonight, we'll hear them right here.
we've got a minute. Can I tell a story?
Sure.
So I need to come clean because it bothers me sometimes that I have no idea the difference between some of these planes. I really don't. And I have loved this community and I am so grateful to be a part of it. And I have met so many amazing people along the way. But I am not going to pretend that I know anything about planes. And you guys are probably like, why is she even talking? It's simply because I started and met these guys because my stepson was sent over to the Middle East. And on a fluke, I just wanted to know what was happening with him. So I started following these guys, and little did I know this community was going to change my entire perspective on life and just so interesting. And I'm not, like I said, going to pretend that I know anything about anything most days, but this is just so entertaining and fun to learn. It really is. So thank you for everything with this. So if I ask dumb questions, it's truly because I don't know.
No, so I tell everybody in chat there are hardly any dumb questions, especially if it's a real question, right? I ask questions all the time. I learn something almost every single day here at Warwatch, especially about planes, especially about Navy stuff, everything. I learn every single day. Most of this stuff I've come to understand, but I still have questions. Thank God for Swiller.
Yeah.
I ask Swiller stuff all the time. It was yesterday. I can pull up the audio here in a second. I forgot that we were listening to Andrews in the background, and I heard a call sign, which I thought was the aircraft. This pilot comes on, and he's talking to ATC. He's pretty much like, "Hey, we're off ground," but he goes, "This is Nighthawk," and I was thinking because one of my favorite aircraft is an F-117 Nighthawk, and I thought he said Nighthawk, and I got really excited. But it was actually the call sign was Nighthawk, but it was a aircraft, a Sikorsky. It's like the Marine One that takes the president around, and but that's what it was. So I learned something every single day, and that's half the fun of it. And we have so many people in chat here that are way better than at all of this than I am. So I'm always learning from all of you.
It's such an amazing community. I love it. And they're genuine.
Yeah. From
I
the
don't know.
people that have served, thank you. The people that are here just
I-
because you're like me and you're interested, thank you to all of you.
And we bring so much, like, so much diversity to the table. Like, if I have a technical question or like anything having to do with news and, updates and things like that, I go to Frost. If I have a plane question or a lot of military stuff, I go to Swiller. Like, there's just people that have their areas of expertise and knowledge. It's so
Hmm.
amazing.
Peter says the only stupid question is the one not asked. I would very much
So
agree with you,
true.
Peter. Oh, and the people that are still active. Yes, 100%.
Yes.
A lot of our friends and family right now, we all have someone, not all of us, but a lot of us have people that are active right now. So a big heart, thank you, prayers, all of that stuff to all of our active members out there right now, keeping all of us and the rest of us safe. So thank you to all of them. Something I don't give out enough is a big shout out to our veterans. Yes, 100%. The people that are serving, yes. There's a lot of people in the private sector and or contractors. It's a different level, but I want to give them a huge thanks tonight too. Um,
Absolutely. First responders, all of them.
my gosh, I mean, the people that go in, day out, and do what's right for this country and keep the rest of us safe. Hats off, a tip of the cap, all of that to all of you this evening for
Hmm.
sure. Yeah, this E6 is just still doing racetracks. Let's head back over to the B1 while we're waiting for any kind of radio traffic to come through. And then we'll take a peek here in a minute and see what the Ford is up to over there. What was it? The Taylor Islands. See what the Ford is up to. This B1 is now still hanging out with right behind. Actually, B1 is now in front of the tanker, if flight radar is correct. Heading northeast. TNG, thank you for what you do too. It's invaluable. Thank you so much. I like just having a place where we can all come together and track stuff, hang out, enjoy each other's company, and share our favorite hobbies. Or even if it's a night where we're just talking about food. It's a lovely
I
place
was
to hang out.
I was just gonna say, come to me for kind words and food. That's my life.
Hey, we all bring something to the table.
Yeah.
We have this R135. If I clicked on the right one, nope, that's the tanker. These tankers in this R135, Utah, Eastern Nevada, hanging out of Vegas here. Interesting stuff. Ukraine is now lighting up more red. There seems to be drone activity happening even over here on the western side of Ukraine. Um, a group of
That
UAVs is
purple
heading
blue
towards
has to
Brody,
mean something.
Velky. Yeah, it's not unheard of, but it's a little bit more rare for drones and stuff to reach out all the way to the west here, I think. My gosh.
Oh, Ray, thank you for sharing the Discord.
Mr. Mission Control, I'll take a gander at the solar and flights too. Yeah. The sun's been a little active again this week.
Oh, that is crazy. You know what I saw today? Speaking of the sun,
Hmm.
somebody posted an actual photo. You can see the giant sunspot.
Isn't that crazy? So
It's
when it started
huge.
first forming, a few scientists and observers were worried because it started looking like the Carrington event um, spots on the sun, where they're kind of gathered together. Let me know if you don't know what the Carrington event was. We'll talk about it quickly. And they weren't close enough at the end of it where they were that concerned, but it's still kind of like, oh, better pay attention to that. The Lamb says huge sunspot right now. Yeah, massive. Hopefully, some of that stuff coming off the sun isn't all Earth facing. That's for sure.
So I have a funny story. I always explain, and this is going to be awful. This is going to be awful. But I am a teacher by day, and I have as my part of my job is to teach teenagers, as awful as that is. I explain all of this with the sun to them as it's basically like the sun is burping.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's
that
kind
is
of,
what is causing all of these sunspots and the flares and everything. It's
and
so
poor
real.
radio
And I get it.
signals. So even
Yes,
here at
and
Warwatch Intel, when we're listening to the HFGCS, some of these signals coming in, and the propagation is awful sometimes because of the sun.
so this next week, look out. It might happen again.
Yeah. So rewinding what 2 weeks ago, I'm sitting there having lunch with my family, and the lights go out. Actually, they don't go out. All the lights start dazzling in different orders, and I'm like, oh my god, this is an EMP. I'd had that feeling, right? Well, I was wrong. My feeling was wrong, but the power goes out, and I messaged a few people from the channel right away that don't live anywhere close to me. I'm like, hey, you got power, right? Please tell me you got power, because our cell phones work. Here in Wyoming, we have really good, we have really bad winters, really hard winters. So some of our cell phone towers have backup generators, as in most places. So I still had internet, and I could still make some calls for a little while. And turns out most of Wyoming and parts of South Dakota, parts of northern Colorado and
In
southern
Utah.
Montana and Utah all lost power because of two transmission lines that had problems. I haven't went back and looked, but this comes right like what, a day after where we could see the aurora borealis in the sky, without your cell phone, like plain as day. It was wild. It's the best I've ever been able to see them. So to me, that's maybe related. But wow, what a day, what a night. We were we were preparing, setting up that night as the power came on. We were getting ready to have no power that night. That's for sure.
Fun times.
Yep.
Science.
Yeah, all that science stuff.
Hmm.
Brainstorm warning: General Atomics CL-35, RCAT 85, ISR over Vegas headed south. Brainstorm is another one that knows a lot about the flights. Brainstorm taught me so much about Skyglass. Thank you. Brainstorm, tell us what the CL-35 is doing. And or if you have a hex. And I try to be better about like remembering that there's people in here, No offense, Fried. Like Fried, sometimes you don't know. Like I'm like, hey, hex code. I don't want to speak over anyone's head. So hex code here, Fried. I think you know this is the designator. Here, I'll just pull it up here. So we pull up this K35R out of Las Vegas. Down here we have a 24-bit address. The ICAO. This is identifier, unique identifier for this aircraft. So that's what I just asked Brainstorm Warning. And again, if you're here and you're maybe intimidated by some of this stuff, please ask questions. We have such a good community here that's welcoming. Some other channels, not so great. They make fun of you or kind of ignore you if you don't know what you're talking about. You're more than welcome to ask all the questions here. All we ask is that you're respectful and kind.
Absolutely. And always seek me out if you genuinely feel like, oh my gosh, or you judged or anything like that, because please. It wasn't until last week I knew what a hex code was because I found out on my own, not because nobody's ever explained it, because it's not called a hex code on flight radar. That would be too simple.
Yeah, they don't have hex code down here, do they?
No.
Okay. I never noticed that. I just always just scroll down there right past it. Well, that's good
That's
to
why
know.
when everybody's like, it's a hex code, like, Fried, why do you not know that? Because it's not labeled a hex code.
Reality said, or if you're just hungry, shout out to Fried.
That true. That too.
So this B1's still hanging out with this K35R. In my best guess, these folks are just doing some training here tonight. A big thank you to them, our military. God bless them. They just do training and training and training. So if they ever actually need to do something or get that call, the training kicks in and they're ready to go. I did get a comment over on our T account. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube or not. Our other content platform.
The purple one?
With the music note.
Oh, that one.
I had a comment on one of our EAMs that we put over there that the 4724 was only used for training, and I would highly disagree with that. That frequency is only used for training. I tried to PM them back and let them know. I didn't want to like put them on blast in the comments of the chat, but I would highly disagree. But I'm open to debate. It's eerily quiet on the radio, though.
Well, we had a big day yesterday, too.
We did have a big day. Let me look up. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking over on the server right now. Before the changeover, about 3 hours, almost 4 hours ago, was Zulu time. We had 31. So Friday, Zulu time, had 31 EAMs. Thursday had 23. Wednesday had 35. Not that these mean anything really, but it's really fun to keep track. Last Friday, we had 9.
It's the numbers. He likes numbers, I guess, you know?
Yeah. The math, science, it's all fun.
He's in it for the... No, I'm just kidding.
Brainstorm says hex code is a hexadecimal 6 alphanumeric characters format for ICAO, transponder's unique fingerprint. Thank you, Brain.
Brain is a genius. I mean, he truly is. Like,
okay, so the real Purple app, Brainstorm warning. I believe the same name over there. Sorry, Brain. I haven't been there in a few weeks. Brainstorm also runs a live stream over there. I'll secretly say it here on the Twitch. Brainstorm's an awesome content creator over there, running live streams 24/7, and has quite the server setup, and taught me everything I know about Skyglass. So hats off and huge shout out to Brain. I think the only way content creation is working together. Us small guys, us awesome people getting together and just becoming a team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what we've done here. Again, I'm checking over on OSINT Collective with what True's got going on over there, keeping an eye on what's going on in Ukraine.
Oh, can you go to the Ukraine map quick? Did that turn orange now?
On her map, this is indicating something. Let's take a look right here.
Oh, the purple again. Okay.
It's striped on her map. I'm not sure what map she's using. Probably better than
Okay.
mine, but there's air raid alerts currently happening over there as of 49 minutes ago. And then from this region down to this one, there is drones incoming.
Okay.
And Kyiv's been under air raid alert for the last 5 hours. These orange ones here are artillery incoming or threat of artillery. We have drones here. We have air raid alerts like general here. If you see purple, like bright purple, it's a risk of urban warfare. So there could be vehicles or infantry on the ground. Checking my radio. It's been awfully quiet. I said the keyword. It's definitely on.
I was just gonna say. How's over there in the UK doing before our friends wake up?
Oh, Robert Chester and Nick. Let me turn off some filters here. I am using flight radar tonight. Let's turn off passenger and cargo. We got a reach flight left. Qatar, heading northwest here. RCH 576, a C-17 Globemaster, heading northwest. Something to keep another eye on is Afghanistan and Pakistan are actively engaging each other today.
Yes.
Definitely keep an eye on these guys.
Oh, Ricardo in chat. Morse code flashers.
Brainstorm Warning says, and I will be doing some Skyglass walkthrough training videos pretty soon. Let me know, because I definitely need more training and some refreshers all the time. Thank you so much, Brain. What did Ricardo say in chat?
Would like to know more about Morse code flashers.
Flashers.
I
can
think
explain Morse code, but I'm not understanding
Morse code. I think just the way that it goes, like in general with the lights.
Okay, so you might be talking about the visual representation. Yes. So Morse code you usually listen to,
but you can also do it visually.
But yeah, you can do it visually as well. Yeah. Both of them. Outside the basic stuff, I do not know. I had to put up Morse code decoders to be able to decode them.
To be honest, I've loved Morse code since I was little. I've been fascinated with it.
We could probably find some Morse code here. I'll try to do some while we have the map up here.
And that's because Space Camp was my favorite movie growing up.
I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah, you do.
So let's go to, I don't know. It's been a while. I'm going to turn down the volume just in case. We're going to zoom in. We're going to see if we could find some Morse code here. While we're doing this, I'm going to also zoom in on the B1. The B1 has broken off from the tankers and it's heading currently northeast. We'll see if it returns to base back at Ellsworth Air Force Base, right outside of Rapid City, South Dakota. Mr. Mission Control says, one time at Space Camp. I love that.
I never went to band camp, sir. That's a lot of spaghetti in a short time.
Yeah.
I like referring to that as spaghetti now. I will forever name that spaghetti.
Tim Harkness says, don't forget about the new drone task force, Lucas Drones. Was that the drone, not drone recruitment, but was that the drone task force that is going to make a whole bunch of cheap drones on purpose? I forgot that I was like way outside of my camera frame here. Sorry. If you see an interesting flight or news, let us know. Again, we're just chilling tonight. Right now, I'm just seeing if there's anything going on the radio. It's pretty quiet.
Brain coming in with the app.
Oh, yeah. App decoder for Morse. Okay, I'm not seeing Morse. I think I am seeing some data.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of spicy.
Got some interesting data, possibly at 14077.
What is that? Like data dump?
Kind of like medium tech dial-up internet over the airwaves.
Like a fax?
Higher tech than a fax.
Oh.
Not by much. Ooh, I thought I saw some Morse code here. That looks like Morse code. Maybe not. Maybe more data. Switch modes. Nope. I don't know what this is. We had a weird pulse at 14 megahertz. Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a wild looking signal, the last one. The last one had two separate carrier signals.
Sounds like you're on the ocean floor now.
This was pretty... There's so many... I could spend all night. Don't get me started. Just going through a whole bunch of interesting frequencies looking for stuff. Not sure why that news article popped up again on the bottom. Let me fix that. Fried, are you spotting any new news or aircraft of interest?
I'm looking. No, but a guy synced his Christmas lights to a song by Linkin Park. Does that count?
There we go. I've seen some really awesome YouTube shorts of people's Christmas lights this year. Oh, got some people talking, maybe? Maybe some ham radio guys? Not sure. If you check out frequencies or listen to stuff on the HF or even talk, let me know. Let me know in chat. I could do signal intelligence all night. And the Swiller said, sounds like Pac-Man. Mr. Mission Control, yes, slap the decoder on the repeater signals. Reality, yes, no clue what it is. KGB number station. Kev says the E6 stopped doing racetracks finally. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's going to break that loop, huh? Nice spot. Lately, I've been getting a lot of interference on the bands here.
Outside of just continued coverage of Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fried.
No, that was just it. There's just a lot of updates on Afghanistan and Pakistan, and then Ukraine trying to intercept the incoming pencils from Russia.
Man, huge prayers out to Ukraine tonight. My goodness.
Yeah, it was marked as, I believe you had said it was going to be
Quite the night for them.
yes.
Sorry, I was just trying to find a Morse code frequency for our friends here.
No, you're okay. I just wish I had more news, but I don't.
It's not a quiet night.
Really?
It's kind of a quiet news night. Outside the normal so far. So far. That could change any minute.
That's a great way to put it. And there is some breaking news, but it's more local breaking news. Like, you know what I mean? It's more like around the country and around the world, just very minor. news stories. There's nothing overly major.
There's some huge data transmissions happening pretty close to me because I can see them in multiple areas of the spectrums here. Radio is pretty quiet tonight too. Everyone's out getting pizza.
I was, I was gonna say flight radar says otherwise, but
Right.
did we kind of touch on that DC scramble? Right?
Not yet. Not yet. You go ahead and bring it up. And once I'm done scanning here, I'll bring up some of the audio.
So we kind of, I don't know if anybody had seen the alert before we came live, but there was a possible scramble.
Oh, some fighter jets, yeah.
Yes, in over the DC area. And it was very mysterious, very, there wasn't a lot of information. And everybody was like, oh no, there was nothing. Everything starting to now come out, NORAD and the Pentagon have not released anything yet. However, it
No
does look like
surprise there.
but it does look like they're still investigating it. It turns out that there was something within the airspace. The fighter jets technically scrambled, or were still, there was 4 that might have been trying to get off the ground in some capacity, and they were able to make contact, and that was the end of the story. But as all of that was happening, they were grounding flights. Like, they moved so quickly and resolved it so fast that there was like nothing to see here. Just kidding.
Well, I'm
But
going to
it's
put the
still
radio back on
out.
11175. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to see if I can pull up that ATC audio that I was talking about, where
But our
the...
very own Frost here heard it with his own ears, which
No,
sometimes work.
someone shared it on X, so I
Oh, that's
heard it
right.
there. Let me see if I actually saved that and did what I was supposed to do.
I was going to
Sorry,
say,
there's
I can send it to you.
if I don't share it through a tab here, I might not. Did I send you the link for it?
Here, I will send it to you. Let me know if that works.
Perfect. Thank you. I did not save it like I was supposed to. Let me share this tab. So this came from Andrew on X, Penguin6. I'm not sure if he was the original here. Let me put this on screen. This was BWI ground control advising planes to hold because there was a scramble in the DC airspace. Let me know if you can hear this. This was really interesting. Thank you, Fred. I definitely wanted to talk about this tonight.
Go for Merc 342.
How much time do you have?
Before I go any longer, and I'm just sitting here, you can hear that, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Sometimes I play something and I'm like over here enjoying it all to myself. Okay, so here we go.
Go for Merc 342.
How much time do you have to depart before you'll have to go back in the de-ice?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Well, what they did is they're doing an active scramble in the D.C. metro area, so they stopped our departures. So just let me know, and taxi via Papa, and hopefully this will go quick. November 6 Bravo Romeo.
Go ahead, 6 Bravo.
November 6 Bravo Romeo, a security event in a D.C. area with an active scramble.
So a security event over DC with an active scramble.
So not sure how long that's going to be, but just be advised they stopped our departures. You can monitor this frequency in your penalty box, or you can monitor tower, your discretion.
Okay, I'll call you and then we'll just get good for you first. Thanks.
So this plane is waiting to take off in the penalty box, waiting to depart. There's been an active security event over DC, and they're currently de-icing anyways. So a few other aircraft in the also start talking here.
GL, Golf 396 Bravo. Just out of curiosity, what's a scramble?
Well,
We'll play this one more time when I'm done talking about it. A pilot asked what a scramble was, as if maybe he was kind of trolling the ATC there. What even civilian like air traffic pilot, what pilot doesn't dream of scrambling an F-16?
To be honest, I even told Frost, I said, even I know what that is.
Yeah. We'll continue here, and like I said, I will play this again without talking over it, but let's get through this.
fighter jets going after someone.
Let me restart.
What's a thanks, GL, Golf 396 Bravo. Just out of curiosity, what's a scramble?
Well, fighter jets going after someone.
Swamp.
That right there is my favorite part of this whole section. So he goes, "What is a scramble?" And she goes, "Well, it's when fighter jets go off after somebody." And he goes, "Womp womp." I'll play that part again.
So you can monitor tower, your discretion.
Okay, I'll call you and then we'll just get good for you first. Thanks, GL, Golf 396 Bravo. Just out of curiosity, what's a scramble?
Well, fighter jets going after someone.
Swamp.
Womp.
Question 578, just keep me posted, and we're hoping they'll resume departures soon. They stopped departures for now, but hopefully soon we'll resume.
Oh, y'all are shut down, put you 578?
We are, just for a security reason.
Okay.
I love that they're probably frustrated because they wanted to depart. It's already probably been a long day. I'm not sure how long they've been on duty for. But they still have some fun, some back and forth with ATC, possibly trolling them there. That was great. Again, I'm going to play this one more time, and I'm not going to talk over it this time. I'll try.
Go for Merc 2314.
How much time do you have to depart before you'll have to go back in the de-ice?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Well, what they did is they're doing an active scramble in the DC metro area, so they stopped our departures. So just let me know, and taxi via Papa, and hopefully this will go quick. November 6 Bravo Romeo.
Go ahead for 6 Bravo.
November 6 Bravo Romeo, a security event in a DC area with an active scramble, so not sure how long that's going to be, but just be advised they stopped our departures. You can monitor this frequency in your penalty box, or you can monitor tower, your discretion.
Okay, I'll call you and then we'll just get good for you first. Thanks, GL, Golf 396 Bravo. Just out of curiosity, what's a scramble?
Well, fighter jets going after someone.
Swamp.
Question 578, just keep me posted, and we're hoping they'll resume departures soon. They stopped departures for now, but hopefully soon we'll resume.
Oh, y'all are shut down, put you 578?
We are, just for a security reason.
Okay.
Okay, Lucy Goosey 69 says, "Bold move." That was incredible, LMAO. That was definitely incredible. That's only topped by, and I need to find this. I have it archived somewhere. They're on the HFGCS, and there was an emergency action message. Friday, I don't know if I've shared this with you. There was an emergency action message probably around a year ago, and this guy is reading this EAM, and he messes up, and he goes, "Oh," and he cusses. And then someone else talks in the background, and he's like, "Disregard this transmission." Pretty much made my year. That was pretty amazing. I will try to find that, and next time we go live, I'll play it for you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the womp is easily the best part there. When's the last time you've heard on ATC or any pilot go womp?
So if you look over on social media, it's going wild with the womp.
Yeah, womp. Um, again, listening to that for probably the fifth or sixth time today, that pilot in my mind is definitely given some grief to the ATC or trolling her for sure. Lucy Goosey, I had to record that to send to my one plane friend. Awesome. I hope they enjoy it. Tim says, send that to the FAA. I don't know. Would the pilot get in trouble for a WOMP? I hope not. That would be funny though, right? That definitely goes down in 2025 as one of the best ATC transactions I've heard. Michael, welcome in.
I think ever.
Lucy Goosey says, I needed that laugh. Me too. Me too. All right. That B1 is possibly heading back to Ellsworth. Unsure. Still hanging out on the northeast side of Wyoming. It's pretty cold here. How cold is it there, Fried?
Well, I'm wearing a hat.
Okay, so it's pretty
in my
cold.
basement, so it's pretty cold. I don't know, to be honest, actually.
Lucy Goosey said, I felt like that ATC took it well. Haha, I bet she smiled. I bet she did. Kev says Velma Womp. That's going to be interesting with what Velma comes back with after a Womp. Probably something very data-driven.
I'm going to want Velma.
Velma's going to get the chair.
I'll give her the chair.
All right, this E6 over by the SAM flight. Now heading southwest. I'll check the news one more time, and then
I was going to say...
Here in a little bit, we'll restart the stream. Go ahead.
Checking it. But my little algorithm outside of that raccoon that had a party in the store...
Oh, my gosh.
Not much is...
Tell everyone what happened there for the people that missed that one.
Oh, boy. Our little buddy, the raccoon, who's actually... The reason why it's popping up on my feed today is because they're trying to name him. Our little buddy, the raccoon, broke into a liquor store and had a party after hours. And they found him passed out in the bathroom.
It's crazy that he made it to the bathroom, because like any human almost ever who has had too much ends up where? Passed out in the bathroom, right?
I mean, it's like natural flow, I guess.
Maybe the raccoon's reincarnated of somebody else that used to do that.
You know? But outside of that, I don't see any more news. I really don't. I think that it's just a fun night of flights, though. There's a lot of flights.
No matter what's going on in the news, I really had a good time hanging out with all of you. Fried, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks for letting me.
We're always learning so much.
Yes. I love learning, and I love this community, so thank you. And you know what I just realized?
What's that?
I don't know how to do the Swiller ending.
Oh, I'd like to hear you try, though. We'll get to that in 1 second.
Oh,
I am gonna invoke the Swiller mentality, though, for a second. If you haven't yet, please like the stream. And when we restart the stream up to the 24/7 live stream, the one that Velma runs, make sure you like that one too. But subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate it. Like I said, around 60% of people that are here with like thousands of hours haven't subscribed yet. So please do. Helps us out. And if you haven't yet, come chat with us. I mean, I give just as much love to the people that lurk and just watch from afar and don't chat with us, but we're a really fun group. If you'd like to, please come ask questions, come chat, share your radio stuff, share some stories, share some great food. We're a great community here, and I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all the mods, and without you, this would be pretty boring. So thank you so much. Yeah, shout out to our Discord as well. We have a lot of conversations that we're not able to hear on YouTube or in any platform really, but we have a lot of amazing conversations on Discord and keep stuff over there that we can't overhear. That's for sure. There's a link for Discord in chat. We can talk about Monty Python, dogs, and pies, of course, and football. Yes. The Swiller says, I got you, Fried.
I was just going to say, Mama Sap, that's like me in a nutshell right there. Monty Python, dogs, and pie, and football.
Yeah. So shout out to everyone. Come join us and chat here in a few minutes. We're going to restart this and get our 24/7 live going. Brainstorm says, to Frost Mods and everyone, salute. Loosey Goosey, take care, everyone. All right. Fried, you want to do your best on getting us out of here?
No. How about you
Okay.
do it? Because I don't remember.
I can't even do it. I'll try. All right. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. Thank you everyone for being part of the stream tonight. That is Fried. I am Frost. Everyone have a good night and stay frosty. See ya. Good night.